Hello. Today is Maundy Thursday. It's a significant day in the midst of Holy Week. We will be remembering Jesus's final meal with his disciples during a special service tonight at 7 p.m. It'll be a communion service. And so again, just like we did on Sunday, I encourage you to gather the elements for communion. Whatever you have is appropriate at home so that you can share in communion as we gather for that service tonight. But I want to share with you something this morning that happened just before that dinner. As Jesus and the disciples gathered in what we refer to as the upper room for the Passover meal, Jesus does something unexpected. He washes the disciples' feet. Now, for us today, that seems very strange and very odd. The thought of someone washing someone else's feet is quite foreign to us. But I want you to know that in the context, in Jesus's time, it was very commonplace for a guest's feet to be washed. You see, people wore sandals, they walked on dusty roads, their feet carried the dirt from the road. And so when they entered someone's home, it was very common to have a servant to wash their feet. What was not common was the fact that Jesus was the one washing their feet on this particular occasion. You see, Jesus set aside his authority and he took on the role of servant for his disciples. He did this knowing that the next day he was headed to Calvary. He was headed to the cross for all of our sins. And he did this knowing that Peter and Judas and others would betray him in this dark hour. Yet Jesus loved them. Jesus treated them as if they had already been forgiven. And Jesus served them nonetheless. So what does that mean for us? We are called to love and to serve the way Jesus serves. We are to love, we are to serve, even when we don't feel kindness towards someone, maybe because they haven't treated us well, maybe they have disappointed us or hurt us or even betrayed us. Yet Jesus calls us to be a servant. Now, we're never going to get that all the way right. We're never going to fully love and serve the way Jesus did, but we're called to take steps in that direction. We're called to begin to see others the way Jesus would see them and to serve accordingly. That's a big role to fill, but that's what we're called to do. This week, during Holy Week, it gives us time to reflect on the life of Jesus, specifically this last week that he lived. Jesus's message was strong for his disciples. It had an impact on them, just like his message has an impact on us still today. I do hope that you'll plan to join us tonight for our Maundy Thursday service at 7 p.m. and then tomorrow night for our Good Friday service, also at 7 p.m. And then on Easter morning, we'll start the day with a special sunrise devotional at 7 a.m. and then our Easter service at 10 a.m. I know this is an Easter unlike any other we've ever experienced, but we will still be celebrating our risen Lord. I hope you have a fantastic day today.